Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. I got a reaction video about a very tragic thing that is going on in Houston right now. This applies to all the states in the country, but we're going to talk about this city of Houston. We have an outbreak of syphilis out here, and this is coming from all this hot girl summer. All these women who say, I do what I want. You can't tell me anything. All these women with fake eyelashes. If you got fake eyelashes, you got syphilis. If you got fake nails on your hand, you got syphilis. That's how I'm looking at it now. That's how bad it done gotten out here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play some clips so you can see it for yourself. This is for educational purposes, and I'm using these clips out of fair use. I hope you don't catch syphilis just by watching this. Now, let's go ahead and get started.
The Houston Health Department is calling the sharp rise in cases of the sexually transmitted disease an outbreak. KPRC Choose.
The cases Houston health officials are seeing, it's predominantly women of color who are most impacted.
Nationally, there's been an uptick in syphilis cases, and health officials here say in many ways, Houston is no different when it comes to what's happening in many major urban areas across the country right now.
Many urban areas across the country, the hoods, the ghetto, where the trap houses and everything like that is, the crack house, all this stuff. Why are we facing this? Because women right now have no problem being overly sexual. Let's get straight to the point. You saw what happened at the Essence Awards when they got on the stage twerking. Janelle Monáe, all of a sudden she wants to be a thought when she used to carry herself as a respectable woman. Being a freak, being a thought, this is making it where women are catching STDs left and right and spreading them left and right. All these new songs from Suki Hana talking about eating a man's butt. The song from Sexy Red that talk about Pound Town, my coochie pink, my butthole brown. All these negative influences is encouraging the behavior of thoughtism. Women today have no values. They have no sexual restraint. All they want to do is live a life of debauchery and promiscuity and still complain about not finding a good man. Why do you want a good man? So you can give him syphilis?
As syphilis cases in women have increased by 128%. New infections rose from 1,845 in 2019 to nearly 3,000 in 2022. Cases involving women who passed the infection onto their baby during pregnancy soaring from 16 cases in 2016 to 151 in 2021.
151 cases. Now think about this. You are so much of a whorish woman that you don't get checked. The only way you can pass that on to people, man, if you're not getting your STD checks, man. So you just out here raw dogging people, having sex without protection, get pregnant and still having sex without protection. Why you got the syphilis or whatever you may have, herpes, HIV, AIDS, or whatever it may be, and you're passing it on to your newborn children who had nothing to do with your lifestyle of promiscuity.
Urging pregnant women to seek prenatal care and syphilis testing to protect themselves from an infection that could result in the death of their babies. Untreated syphilis during pregnancy can result in a stillbirth.
We're waiving fees, so we want to encourage folks to come in and get services.
Think about that, gentlemen. Little babies they're not even born yet. They're taking chances of life. It's a life and death situation if their mother is a thought or not. Think about that now. I got some more for you. And play some more clips up here. And it's just crazy. It is just very, very crazy how women do not care about their bodies anymore. I got a woman who raps about STDs. Before I get some more of this deep stuff, she rapping about having STDs, saying that she's leaking from it, happy that she got an STD. Let me play it for you. Now, I want to play a little bit of it because I don't want no one to get mad because I took their music or something like that. I don't know what it is, so I'm just going to play a little clip of it. Here we go.
I'm leaking for the STDs out. I'm leaking for the STDs out. I'm leaking for the STDs out.
They said I'm leaking from the STDs that I got. That's what she said. That's a song talking about having STDs. And you see she was throwing her hands up, having a good old time about having the STD. What is going on with the world today? Now let's get back to Houston right quick.
Yeah, we're one of the top places in the country.
County, top 5, baby, and not number 5.
Yeah. We're number 1 for congenital syphilis, which is syphilis for pregnant women. We are, I think, number 2 or 3 for syphilis. And then HIV rates are super high here. I think Atlanta might be ahead of us, but we're not that far behind.
Syphilis, herpes, HIV. It's all in H-Town now, baby. It's been here, but it's gotten so bad now that it's making the news. And when was the last time you ever heard of people having syphilis? Ain't that the thing that killed Al Capone? He got it. It wasn't curable at the time, and he the hardest gangster in Chicago. The man who was known, who was a legend, a woman took him out. A bullet couldn't. He got in trouble, yeah, but syphilis took him out. Come on, man.
It's not a game out here.
It's never a game. STD has never been a game. But women are living their lives as if it is a game. Just having sex with random people, don't care about who they're having sex with. Just having a good old time catching HIV, good old time catching syphilis, just enjoying their lives and stuff. I'm gonna give you another clip that got a lot more facts, data, and statistics about it. And it's talking about Houston, but of course it's going across the whole nation, like the first clip said, in communities of color.
Houston sees 128% increase in syphilis cases among women. The Houston Health Department has declared a syphilis outbreak in the city as cases among women have surged by 128%. Reported cases of syphilis rose from 1,845 in 2019 to 2,905 in 2022. Additionally, Houston and Harris County have seen a ninefold increase in congenital syphilis, with reported cases rising from 16 in 2016 to 151 in 2021. Congenital syphilis is a type of infection transmitted from an infected mother to her baby during pregnancy and can lead to severe health issues or even death for the baby. To address the outbreak, doctors are recommending that pregnant women be tested for syphilis multiple times during their pregnancy. Syphilis is treatable with antibiotics, but if left untreated, it can progress through various stages and cause serious health problems. Symptoms can include fever, swollen lymph glands, sore throat, hair loss, headaches, weight loss, muscle aches, and fatigue. If left untreated for an extended period, syphilis can lead to complications affecting different organs and increase the risk of contracting HIV.
See, I'm trying to put all this information out here so you can see the symptoms like that, just in case somebody might got it. Because when it comes to summertime and all these little holidays and stuff, people travel back and forth. They come to Houston, they go to LA, they go to LA, they go to Atlanta, they go to all these different places, and they may bring this to Houston, or they may get it from Houston. You know what I mean? So y'all need to know what the symptoms are. And I'm gonna play one more thing with a doctor talking about the symptoms, so it can kind of help you. Let's play it.
So the Houston Health Department has recently reported a syphilis outbreak, responsible for a 128% increase in cases amongst women, as well as a ninefold increase in cases of congenital syphilis. Now, whether you live in Houston or not, doesn't really matter, right? It's the summertime and people are traveling. So with that being said, here are some signs and symptoms of syphilis that you should be aware of. Syphilis is an infection that generally occurs in stages. The first stage, or primary syphilis, presents as a papule wherever the microorganism is introduced. This can occur by means of contact of almost any tissue with infected secretions, including oral sex, as well as kissing or touching a person who has active lesions on the lips, the oral mucosa, breast, or genitals. The lesion is usually painless, eventually ulcerating, forming what we call a chancre, which resolves on its own in about 3 to 6 weeks. Secondary syphilis occurs within weeks to months of the chancre, resulting in a rash that classically involves the torso, arms, and legs, but most importantly, the dead giveaway is involvement of the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Now, tertiary syphilis usually occurs 10 or more years later, where you may have symptoms reminiscent of dementia, neurological changes, as well as diseases of the heart. Now, there are several screening tests available, including an RPR or a VDRL, as well as confirmatory tests. Let's not get too technical. With regards to treatment, you're typically looking at antibiotics, more specifically penicillin, benzathine G.
There you go, gentlemen. I just want to give y'all some information and to give y'all some awareness of what's going on with the STDs running around here, going crazy and stuff. I'm out here by Houston, you know what I mean? So I'm not bashing Houston. I'm out here by Houston. So most of the time I was in Houston the other day, you know. But anyway, that's what's going on in H-Town. That's what's going on across the country. It's just coming down to women chasing the bag, women not having any morals, women doing the YOLO thing. If it feels good, just do it. Don't worry about consequences. Girl, he look good. I'm going to go ahead and give him some of this yum yum. this is what's happening. Living these lifestyles when you're trying to be bisexual or experimenting with being bisexual. And I'm not bashing people in that community. I'm not bashing bisexual women or any type of person who lives an alternative lifestyle. But the thing is, a lot of women are just experimenting with these lifestyles. So they sleeping with anything, anyone, anybody and stuff, and they catching all types of things. The more bodies you get, the higher chances of you having some type of STD skyrockets. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? So this video is not designed to bash anybody, but I'm just trying to give y'all some information. Now let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Now you hear?